Hello guys and welcome back to the SVP channel. Today we're going to be filming the first episode of the Mitsubishi Evo 6 restoration. All the underside is going to be redone. I'm going to strip all the subframe out in today's video, have all the components off, fuel tank out, exhaust off, brakes off, literally everything you can see in sight. Getting it all blasted off, all the underseal. As you can see, it's got basically years worth. When they get imported from Japan, they slap a load of this on. And to be honest, you know, it's all right, but it just traps moisture, and then give it a few years and it starts to look a bit like this. So it needs some attention. So we're going to do that before it gets too bad. A couple of little rot repairs, change all the bushes, basically rebuild it up, you know, as new underneath, replate all the bolts, and yeah, maybe even change some parts over, like upgrades. We might put like an RS diff in it, new dampers. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, we're going to make a start now, removing the rear subframe. So we're making some good progress. We've got all the handbrake cables out of the car. We've just had to go into the interior to disassemble those. Got all the rear arms, trailing arms, track arms, they're all off the hubs now. So next up we're going to be unbolting basically the last top arm here, the wishbone, and then we'll take each corner off it on its own. And then this one here, and then we'll probably take the tank out. So then basically once the tank's out, we'll lower the car down, sit it on the wheel stands at the front. So what I don't want to happen is the car be up in the air, end up a bit nose heavy, we're taking all the back out and then it tipping off the ramp. So we'll lower it down and then drop the diff out once it's at a lower height. And obviously all the diff carrier here will come out at the same time. It's easier to take the corners off like first because it takes a lot of weight out of the whole assembly then, makes it much more manageable. So yeah, we're doing quite well. So as I say, we'll crack on now and get these rear corners removed. So we've now got both rear corners off the car, including the dampers. So this is the left one all off, and over here we've got the right. So I've just been up in the car, disconnecting the top of the tank. So that's all like the lines and all that go onto the pump and the basket and all that. So that's all off. Basically unbolt the tank. So whatever fixings hold that in, and up there, I think there's a couple of like heat shields and stuff where the exhaust runs through it and the prop. So get all them out of the way, lower the tank next. So yeah, do that now. So as you've seen in the last clip, we've just dropped the fuel tank out, bit of work, a couple of fairly stuck on lines and that, but they're all off and all out. As you can see under here now, it's all getting there now. We've basically just got to get the diff and all the carrier and all that out now, so it shouldn't be too bad and we'll be out. Get the filler neck out as well. And yeah, so it'll be diff out, all this lot, and then yeah, pretty good to go then. And then it'll be, gonna have to make up a trolley for the car, because obviously there's going to be no rear axle in it. So we'll make something up, fab something up, and then that'll then mean we can move the car to get it down to the fabricators to be basically have the shell repaired where it needs doing. There's not a lot, to be honest. It's just a couple of bits in the sills I'll show you here now. So you can see it's just gone through slightly in this corner and the same underneath, just under there. So the other side's actually fine, and the rear chassis legs are actually really good on it as well, which again is a nice thing because it's a big job to put right, but they're really solid. So we're going to get the car up to the fabricators, we're going to have it blasted, and then we'll assess the situation then and see, you know, what needs doing, what will be okay, and basically just put it right, anything that needs doing, and yeah. So we'll get this rear diff out now. So we've just got the rear diff out and all the rear diff cradle. It's all out on the floor, which is good. So as you can see underneath here, it's actually pretty tidy. As I said before, you know, it doesn't really need much, just needs a good blasting off, you know, taking it back to metal, have a look at it, and then, you know, see what needs doing, do whatever needs doing. So we've got a couple more little bits to get off, like these brackets up here. And then obviously you've got your brake lines and a couple of wiring plugs and stuff still to come through, and then obviously we'll take the side skirts off and also the rear bumper. So, and obviously the AYC pump as well, which is still sat there. So obviously that's all disconnected, just needs taking out the car. So yeah, we'll just carry on now, getting the last bits of the lines off the car and stuff, and then we'll be basically good to get it up to the body shop. So we'll wrap this episode up here. We've successfully got everything out of the car. So next time we see this car, it'll either be at the body shop, you know, all blasted off and basically having the metalwork repaired, or it may even be done when you next see it. And then it'll be a case of, to be fair, you probably will see some episodes, we'll film some of stripping down all the individual components and then rebuilding those. So things like drive shafts, all the assemblies here, we'll take these all apart, have them blasted, and you know, new bushes, all the bolts will also go away for plating and tidying up and stuff like that. So we'll have some like intermediate episodes on covering those bits. But yeah, next time you'll probably see the car, it'll probably be all repaired, and then it'll be a case of running through the stages of prepping it for paint, primer, seam sealer, and treating all the insides of the legs and stuff like that. So thanks very much for watching this episode, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment.